All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is what I've been talking about for a while in the outro of my videos. So I will be talking about what I think's next for every UFC champion right now. I was hoping to do this before they announced UFC 330, but sadly I was too late because my ADD got to me. But anyway, let's dive right into it. All right, I don't really talk about women's fights that much, so these three will be quick. Mackenzie Dern. Well, as we know now, she's going to be going against Gillian Robertson at UFC 330. But I thought that they were just gonna that Zhang Weili was just gonna drop back down to strawweight and fight Mackenzie Dern, but I guess not. So yeah. All right, Valentina Shevchenko. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, I don't know a lot about the women's fights, but I think that the best matchup for her would be Alexa Grasso, because Alexa Grasso is just coming off that win against Macy Barber, and I think the quadrilogy would be good because they each have one win, one loss, and they drew. So I think that'd be a perfect matchup for Valentina, whatever. All right, this one's easy. Kayla Harrison. I think we all know that Kayla Harrison isn't gonna fight until Amanda Nunes wants to fight. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this fight was scheduled for the co-main event of UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, Joshua Van. This guy's one of my favorite champions, and he's just coming off that win against whatever his name is, Tatsuo Taira, round 5 TKO. So Joshua Van, I mean, people have already been talking about it. I'm pretty sure Dana's talked about it. They're already trying to plan the rematch against Alejandro Pantoja, and I think that'll be, as long as Pantoja doesn't get hurt again. I think that it might be the best flyweight fight of all time, in my opinion. In my opinion. All right, Peter Yan. So I thought they were 100% going to do the Marab rematch for the 330 card. But since, as we know, the 330 card doesn't involve Peter Yan in it, I think after that win against Ayman Zahabi, and now he's up to second ranked in the bantamweight rankings, I think Peter Yan will be going against Sean O'Malley for the next title fight. I know I'm a Sean O'Malley glazer, but still, this is my genuine opinion of what I think is going to happen, because Sean O'Malley does have Dana White privilege. All right, next up we got Alexander the Great Volkanovski. All right, after coming off 2 consecutive title wins against Diego Lopez, I don't think that Diego Lopez deserves a third title shot against Volk after beating the 9th-ranked Steve Garcia. But I think that Volk should go against the number 1 ranked Movsar Evloev. I think this is easy to tell. Movsar beat Diego Lopez before, beat Leon Murphy. I don't know if he's beat Yair Rodriguez. I know he hasn't beaten Aljamain Sterling. So yeah, I think that Movsar Evloev is the perfect opportunity for him. All right, Justin Gaethje. He just won against Ilya last weekend. He actually destroyed Ilya, and he won't be fighting for a hot minute. But when he does come back, I think, since I don't think that Ilya will be coming back any soon to rematch Gaethje, Arman won't fight anybody but Ilya. Um, Oliveira's the BMF. He can't challenge for the title. Holloway doesn't only really cares about money fights now. And so I think that the only real choice would be um, the winner of Paddy Pimblett and Benoit St. Denis. I know this is crazy to say. Also, I said this in my What's Next for Every Freedom 250 fighter, but still, I'll say this again. I think this is the best fit because Benoit St. Denis, he hasn't gotten a title shot. To my knowledge, he might have. I don't know. Paddy Pimblett, he just came off from a title shot, and believe it or not, Paddy Pimblett did better than Ilya. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, Islam Makhachev. So as we know, he's going against Ian Machado Gary at UFC 330. So I'm not going to go into too much depth of that. But who I thought they were going to put Islam against next was Michael Morales, because Michael Morales, he's like perfect. He's pretty big for welterweight, and Michael Morales himself he didn't really say that he was going against Islam, but he basically did say that he was going against Islam at 330. But I guess not. And I'm pretty sure the UFC was talking about Michael Morales being the next welterweight challenger. But they picked Ian Gary, so there's nothing we can do about that. So yeah. All right, up next we got Sean Strickland, America. Right. Remind me to never do that again. But Sean Strickland, I have a feeling that the Hamza Chimaev rematch is not coming anytime soon. I have a feeling that Chimaev will move up to light heavyweight, and Sean Strickland, I think that the Imavov hate's gonna keep on progressing, and he's not gonna get a title shot. I think that they're just gonna do the DDP trilogy, and if Strickland were to defend Hamzat's takedowns, he can defend DDP's takedowns. So I think that the DDP trilogy would happen, and Sean Strickland would win. Carlos Ulberg. So I don't think that Carlos Ulberg will be fighting for a while. Still, maybe coming back in like December 2026 if we're lucky, because of that leg injury. But when he does, I think, and I've already said this in my What's Next for Every Freedom 250 fighter, I think that Pereira, since he can't really efficiently move all that weight around at heavyweight, he's just gonna drop back down to light heavyweight and probably get an immediate title shot. Trying to say it because I like Carlos Ulberg as a champion, but that's just the truth. Thomas Aspinall. Yes, the full name. No, in all seriousness, Tom Aspinall, I think that. Oh, I'm gonna restart that. I know that Tom Aspinall's next opponent will be Cyril Gane, because it's pretty obvious. Cyril Gane just won interim belt over Pereira, and yeah, but I did say in my What's Next for Every Freedom 250 fighter, if Tom Aspinall's still not ready to go, and Cyril Gane has to defend his interim belt, he'll be going against like Sergey Pavlovich. But yeah, if that doesn't happen, then it's probably going to be Cyril Gane. So okay, that's all I have for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. It took me a hot minute editing this. And yes, I'm still sick, sadly. But hope you all have a good rest of your day. Or if it's night, then have a good night, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, thank you all for watching. And I will have the Manel Kate versus Kyoji Horiguchi predictions maybe tomorrow on Friday, probably. Have a good one.